10 seconds, God willing. Okay. This Shabbat is called Shabbat Hagadol, the Great Shabbat. Why? One of the reasons is because the Jewish people showed great courage when God commanded them to take a keves, a little ram, to use it for the sacrifice for Korban Pesach. Why great courage? Because these type of animals were the idols of the Egyptians. And the Egyptians saw that the Jewish people were taking this animal, bringing it home. I said, what are you doing? And they said, oh, our God commanded to slaughter this animal, your God. And that's what we're doing. But it wasn't done immediately. This was the 10th of Nisan, Shabbat Hagadol. And just like, which is actually tonight, and they were supposed to hold on to it for 4 days and then sacrifice it. So it took great courage, because as the Egyptians were asking them, and they said, what are you doing? This says, this is the commandment of Hashem. This is our Korban Pesach, and we are offering this to God because He's going to kill all the firstborns of the Egyptians, and we're going to survive. Now, when the firstborns heard this, they got very upset, and they knew so far that the 9 plagues that the Jewish people predicted, and Moshe warned them, they happened. So they went to Pharaoh and to the authorities and said, let the Jewish people go. We don't want to die. It's not worth it. But Pharaoh, as we know, did not agree. The authorities said, no, we're not letting the Jewish people go. And obviously the firstborns did not take it very well. They got very upset, and they decided to go to war against their own parents, against their activity, their authorities, and it was a civil war. Local, the firstborns against everybody else. So this was a first great miracle, that Egyptians were fighting in between themselves. And this is the meaning of the psalm that we sing every Shabbat morning, Lemake Mitzrayim b'chorehem ki lolam chasdo, that He punishes the Egyptians with their firstborn. Their own firstborn were punished, the Egyptians, ki lolam chasdo, because God's kindness is forever. Kindness in this case to the Jews. So to remember this great miracle, this Shabbat before Pesach called Shabbat Hagadol, because it's a great Shabbat, remember the great miracle. Now, as a side note, this is a sikha from the Rebbe, but it's interesting that God was using the same Egyptians to fight each other, which is considered something unusual. Usually people fight with each other. We're living in a very special time, that for first time, perhaps in human history, in a very long time, all humanity is united to fight one common enemy. We all want to overcome the virus. We all try to get rid of this same enemy. All humanity is united in this. So going back to our topic, was many miracles happened to the Jewish people throughout generations. And many miracles that the haters of Israel were killed. As we know, with the fight with Amalek, the splitting of the Red Sea, when we enter Israel in Purim, and many other occasions. But the only one that we call Nes Hagadol, Nes Gadol, the great miracle, is this one. So not only that, this one Shabbat, we call it Shabbat Hagadol, the great Shabbat. Remember this. Why? What makes it so special? That in other occasions, the haters of Israel were killed by others or by the Jewish people. Like in Purim, we just celebrated that the Jews were able, in Convoy Bayam, to get rid of their enemies. But the Jews are the ones that did this, or in Hanukkah. But in this case, the haters of Israel killed each other. Egyptians killing Egyptians, and this is a great miracle. From Shabbat Hagadol, we transition to another great day, which is Yud Aleph Nisan, the 11th of Nisan, which is the Rebbe's birthday. And as we know, on a birthday, it's good to give presents. So what kind of present we can give to the Rebbe? The Rebbe cared very much that every single Jew should have kosher, round, handmade matzos for Pesach. So if you know of any Jew anywhere that doesn't yet have matzos, please let me know. Will be my biggest honor to arrange. I was on the phone a few minutes ago arranging for someone in Mexicali to get matzot. Someone from Israel just sent me an email also a few minutes ago that they have someone in San Diego that needs a seder in a box. And so it's a great time. People have a harder time to shop and to get things, but thank God we have the ability to deliver and to give anything that people need for Pesach. The network of Chabad is, thank God, everywhere in the world. So feel free to reach out to let me know. And we're looking forward to making sure that every Jew celebrates Pesach this year the best possible way. Thank you very much for watching. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. we'll have our next class on the same media. Laila Tov. Have a blessed night.